Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. On this Wednesday, I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Happening now, a JPS safety and security officer is terminated. We'll have those details.
Plus, police say they discovered someone intoxicated and sleeping behind the wheel in their vehicle yesterday morning. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is standing by with a live look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Jay and Matt, and happy Wednesday, everybody. And we're just about halfway through the week. And hey, First Defense Doppler is nice and clear through the day, and it's going to remain that way through the afternoon. That is the good news there. Now, the chance of rain over the next couple of days will be going up as we get a frontal system to move in here. Now, the chance of rain tomorrow is really nothing. It's going to be tomorrow night, and you can see it spikes up to 85, 80, and then Thursday, and then 30 as we go into, actually, that should be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, not Tuesday through Saturday. So anyway, but you can see that the fact that the chance of rain will be going up as we go throughout the week. So partly to mostly cloudy on average for today. Actually, there is some full sunshine starting to peek out in some areas of the southern tier, but the afternoon should be dry and much milder, 57 to 63. That's right around where we should be for this time of the year, with a southeast wind averaging around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Time out the rain chances plus Easter weekend. Looking wet. We'll time it out with that Brotherhood Property Maintenance 7-day in just a couple of minutes. Jay, Matt.
All right, Dakota, thank you. Our top story, a Jamestown Public School safety and security officer who was arrested and charged with a crime in March was terminated last night from his district position. Jamestown police officer Kenneth Niles III was charged with second-degree criminal possession of a forged instrument, that a Class D felony, last month. Now, according to the Jamestown Public School Board of Education online meeting minutes, the officer was terminated during an executive session discipline matter. Jamestown Police Chief Harry Snellings told us last month that the 40-year-old was suspended without pay after the department filed the charge. Niles has been a Jamestown police officer for the past 4 years. WNY News Now has reached out to the school district for comment, but as of published time, our message has not been returned.
A City of Jamestown woman is charged with DWI after Jamestown police say they found her sleeping in a running vehicle at the 3rd Street Quick Fill early yesterday morning. 32-year-old Aislinn Carlson is charged with aggravated driving while intoxicated, and unlicensed operation. Police say when they arrived, officers observed Carlson sleeping inside the vehicle with the engine running. Now, after waking her up and speaking with her, police determined that Carlson was allegedly intoxicated. Carlson was taken to city jail for a chemical breath test, where police say her blood alcohol content was found to be just over 4 times the legal limit. Carlson was issued an appearance ticket and will be arraigned in court at a later date.
And the village of Cassadaga man is charged with second-degree criminal trespass after Jamestown police responded to a suspected burglary at a Pershing Avenue house early this morning. Police say 25-year-old Joshua Cumber was observed with a female victim leaving the house before officers arrived. Investigators stopped his vehicle and that they believed to be was driving in the area of Monroe and West 3rd Streets. Through investigation, police allege that Cumber entered the woman's house without her knowledge. Officers say he was taken into custody without incident and transported to Jamestown City Jail pending arraignment.
And voters in New York State are in favor of banning plastic bags, that according to a new Siena poll. Now, the poll found that most voters support the plastic bag ban recently passed by the state legislature. Some people believe it will be good for the state, and the voters also surveyed or approved of making the 2% local property tax cap permanent and eliminating cash bail for misdemeanors and nonviolent offenses. Now, on the other hand, the poll found more than half of the voters opposed the pay raise for Governor Andrew Cuomo, and they also found that most New Yorkers opposed the ban on the public release of police mugshots.
Yeah, we certainly saw kind of that same thing with people commenting in relation to that story, that they felt like the greater good should prevail in that case. But back to the plastic bags, that's such interesting, I think, law that really is going to affect everybody in the state because, personally, my household has like the bags that you can reuse, but when we shop, sometimes we always end up saying, well, put the meat in one bag. And obviously, if you get meat over a grocery counter, they'll still give you a bag, according to a report we ran a couple weeks ago when they passed the law. But we still end up using a couple of those bags, and we use them to put them in garbage cans, like in the bathroom or whatever. So the joke was that we're going to have to stock up on them now before the changes go into effect in a few years. So very interesting to see. And what do you guys think? Were you surveyed in the study? Are you for the banning of plastic bags like the study says most New Yorkers are? Or is that going to be too much of an inconvenience that, you think it's a dumb law? So let us know in the comments. What do you think, Matt?
Well, I haven't really thought about it, to be honest with you.
Do you use the bags a lot now, or will it really not affect your life too much?
I'll probably just deal with it. I mean, it does seem like one of those small pesky laws, but that's just where I don't know.
But at the same time, I suppose there is the alternative where you can have the, hard plastic bags that obviously you have to pay for from whatever store or brand or whatever. I was talking to our manager yesterday, and I said, WNY News Now should make those hard plastic bags and give them to viewers. I think that'd be cool. And then you could, it could say like download our app on the side.
I like that.
Anyone use those maybe? Hello to David. He said he'd use it. I think that'd be a good idea, Dave. Hello to Jill. Hopefully you're doing well. Bush, good to see you. Erica, hopefully you are doing well as well. Hello to Connie. Hello to Marianne. Hello to Jeffrey. Hello to Robin. Hello to Scott. Hello to Pam. Hello to Jenny. Hello to Chrissy. And hello to Adam. Hopefully you all are enjoying the sunshine today and things are slowly beginning to warm up a little bit. I know I see a 7-0 on that forecast. I don't want to steal Dakota's thunder, but certainly we're all looking forward to a little bit more warmth in the future. Coming up next, a lot more news to tell you about. A new study shows where New York State ranks in terms of the number of break-ins, home invasions. We'll tell you the results.
But first, Warren County officials, they're asking for the public's help in cleaning up after that big storm over the weekend. Dakota.
Yes, and if you missed it yesterday, that tornado in Warren was rated a EF2. There's a story on the website you can read right now. The high yesterday was only 41. The average is 58. And look at that sunset time, 8 o'clock on the nose. That's good news. News Now at noon continues in a minute.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops, restaurant and tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's going to have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
And happening now in the aftermath of an EF2 tornado that touched down near Warren on Sunday, Warren County officials are rallying the community to help clean up. The Warren County Commissioner's Office is organizing a series of volunteer work sessions to help clear roadways, forests, and properties affected by the storm. The cleanup event started on Wednesday, that is today, and will continue through Saturday. Volunteers are asked to meet at the county's warehouse, that located at 2490 Pennsylvania Avenue, between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. The county is providing gloves, shirts, and dumpsters to collect the materials, and the commissioners are also asking those with pickup trucks and four-wheelers to collect and move materials to the dumpsters. Volunteers can sign up online or call Commissioner Eggleston at 814-706-8343 for more. And so far, Justin, officials say that they've received a, quote, huge response of support, but they're still in need of volunteers.
Well, a new study released by Secure Life places New York State among the states with the fewest number of break-ins. Citing FBI statistics, the survey listed New York State as the state with the fewest amount of break-ins per 100,000 residents. Now, a number of other northeastern states rank similar to New York on the list, with a low amount of residential break-ins. Specifically, New York City and other urban areas were less susceptible to break-ins because the study said they are, quote, much less conducive to break-ins than houses on larger pieces of property, end quote. The South and Southwest had the most amount of break-ins. Topping that list is New Mexico. Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama were also ranked in the top 10 for burglaries. The study said this could be due to lower population densities in those states.
New images were released from the destruction from Monday's fire, taken from above by a drone. Shows a giant gaping hole in the top of the burned out Notre Dame in Paris. France's President Emmanuel Macron has set an ambitious 5-year timeline to rebuild, but experts say full restoration will take 10 to 15 years. A massive blaze at the cathedral Monday devastated large parts of the 850-year-old church. Now, the fire was put out early on Tuesday, but the cathedral's iconic spire fell during the hours it took to battle the blaze. So far, more than $900 million has been pledged to the reconstruction of the cathedral.
And the growing use of marijuana may be having an impact on how patients are treated at hospitals. According to a new report, people who regularly use pot may need more sedation when undergoing medical procedures. James Danad takes a closer look.
Do cannabis users require a different approach to medical care? When it comes to sedation, the answer may be yes. That's according to a new report in the Journal of the American Osteopathic Association. When it comes to undergoing medical procedures, the study found patients who regularly use marijuana may need 2 times the level of sedation required by non-users. Researchers focused their study at one community hospital in Colorado. They found that people who reported smoking or using edibles on a daily or weekly basis required more of these 3 most common sedation drugs: 20% more midazolam, 14% more fentanyl, and 220% more propofol. That's what's needed to float into unconsciousness. It was a small study with just 25 cannabis users, so more research needs to be done. But experts say the study highlights the need to ask patients about pot use, saying it can be an effective tool for assessing medical needs and possible risks. And that's especially important with pot use increasing around the world. According to a United Nations report, marijuana use has increased 43% in the United States between 2007 and 2015. For today's Health Minute, I'm James Dinan reporting.
All right, James, thank you. Now, critics of the report say researchers should have controlled exact amounts of sedation and compared the effects instead of simply examining medical records and comparing whatever amount of sedation was used for each patient. Now, Matt, it seems like the study sort of, in a way, medically makes sense. Reading over the reports, and mind you, I'm no medical doctor at all. But in a way, you think of marijuana, right? It's a relaxer. It chills people out. And sedation relaxes you and chills you out. So if your body builds a tolerance to it, I suppose you'd need more.
I mean, that would make sense in theory, but then again, I mean, I am not an expert. I think this is something, Justin, I mean, obviously we've talked about this for a long time, about marijuana, the effects or the non-effects or what have you. I think it's just going to be something that we'll talk about for years to come.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What do you?
Well, for me, I mean, go ahead and, I've told people before, go ahead and do you, but at the same time, there's always going to be side effect to anything. That's whether you are addicted to video games and you sit at home and you don't ever go outside or walk or exercise or whatever, you'll have health effects to that. And it's the same thing for pot. So, studies like this, I'm sure more research has to be done. I'm sure they're always going to say that. There's always that, ellipses at the end of it. But we'll see what happens. And, I mean, Governor Andrew Cuomo said that that's on his ticket for New York State, is to legalize recreational marijuana this year. We'll see what happens.
Well, I think 2020 is going to be a very, very, very interesting year globally, nationally, locally,
right?
In Justin's life.
Yeah, why not?
Well, we'll add Justin.
Matt's life, too.
My life, yeah, I know.
Of course. All right, well, happy Wednesday to all of you. Hopefully you're getting outside maybe a little bit today and enjoying some of this beautiful weather. Saying hello to Tanya, hello. Jenny, hello to Mike. Great to see you. Happy hump day. Kimberly, hello to you. And Kimberly says she wants a WNY News Now bag. We'll make that happen, Kimberly. Brian, hello to you. And great to see Donna here as well. Hopefully you are doing well. So happy to see all these top fans. And Matt, you know what the top fan thing's all about, don't you?
The real top fan or the alleged top fan?
The real top fan,
I
not
do.
the alleged. If you want to become a top fan at WNY News Now, there's only a few things you have to do. First, you have to like the page if you haven't already. You have to share our posts, comment on posts, and download this bad boy, the WNY News Now app. It's available in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store right now. It even works on phones like Matt's. He's always yelling at his phone. So it's a great app. You can download it and check us out and stay connected. And Connie said she's working towards it. So good to see, Connie. We have I was talking with our producers, we should make like a group page where people can join and become the top fans. I think that'd be really cool.
Would it be like one of those Facebook group pages?
Yeah, I think it'd be like a group.
I always get banned in those.
Yeah,
have
poor
bad-
Matt. Matt's always a troublemaker, let me tell you. So, no trouble here. Coming up next, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He is a live look at our Brotherhood Property Maintenance 7-day forecast. It's beautiful out there right now.
And later, a mammoth of a discovery was made in Randolph, and it's going to return home. Details next.
Turn to Brotherhood Property Maintenance for all your lawn care and landscaping needs, no matter the season. Brotherhood Property Maintenance does it all, from professional plowing during the winter months to expert landscaping all summer long. Count on Brotherhood Property Maintenance for mowing, landscaping, tree work, spring and fall cleanup, plus snow removal. Serving both commercial and residential lots, check out Jamestown's fastest growing landscaping crew on Facebook or call us right now to book an appointment.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
When I'm streaming and I'm talking to my community, we have that literally split-second interaction. If somebody says hello, I say hello right back immediately, and it kind of creates that connection. Because like my subscribers and my followers, we pretty much go by Re-Ups Army. All the hate and everything that goes around, that's kind of like our mission statement. Is just be positive and enjoy each other's time. It's more or less just trying to use the internet in a positive way. Like we all from around the world get to connect on the same level, which is, we all love video games. Mixer.com/Re-Up. I'm live every single day, 8 p.m.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
And welcome back. And unfortunately, I can't be a top fan because I work here and plus I have admin access on our page. So It won't let me have it, I don't think. Here is the Sky Vision camera coming from the Seneca Allegheny Casino in Salamanca, and the clouds have really been hanging tough out to the east today, but there has been some cloud breaks that have occurred out into the west of the area. And it was rainy late yesterday and into this morning. These are the rainfall totals that we've had that came in. New Albion in Cattaraugus County, 0.65 inches. Cattaraugus, 0.63. Dunkirk, a little more than half an inch. Olean, also the same thing there. In Jamestown, officially at the airport, less than a quarter of an inch of rainfall. So all in all, it was wet, and there's going to be a little bit more rain to go through as we go throughout the week. So the Easter weekend forecast, we actually updated this, and now it looks like more widespread rain is going to be Saturday, and Saturday is probably going to be an all-day kind of soaking rain looking at the new model guidance, and temperatures at least should be around average, around 58. Sunday also the same thing, that's around average 57. Early showers in the morning, otherwise it turns partly cloudy. So Sunday is going to be the better of the two weekend days for Easter Day. Now also Sunday night we have the thaw brawl at State Line. This is going to be the opener for State Line Speedway. Not sure if they're going to be able to get it in because rain is going to be steady state through the afternoon and also through the evening hours. This has been pushed back, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks. So we'll see if they can hold this. It may get pushed back another week, but we'll see. Here's the news now, Cam. Again, we talked about how there's been some cloud breaks out to the west, and already you can see some of that sunshine on the news now, Cam. It's 52 at the Jamestown airport. There's that northeast wind to 5, and the wind chill is down to 51 degrees. We have high pressure coming in from the north, so not going to warm us up all that much. Here's what's going on. There's a cold front back here. This is associated with the next rain that's going to be coming our way over the next couple days. This is the warm front that's going to push in tomorrow, and we're talking, oh boy, nice and warm temperatures for tomorrow. Zooming in, First Defense Doppler, nothing across the region, and it's going to remain that way through the afternoon. So let's take you through Future Scan. This is the high-res computer model we run in the weather office. Clear through the afternoon, so no weather problems for this afternoon. Rain will start to come our way tonight, and again, it's going to be scattered rain. It's not going to be anything widespread or anything too heavy, but that will continue throughout the night. Early tomorrow morning, clears out for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a fabulous weather day, and then as we get into late Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening, here comes more of this rain, and again, it's going to be on again, off again type of rain. Now, to show you what's going to happen Friday, we have to switch the computer models to a longer range model, and you can see there's going to be a soaking rain potential Friday and Saturday as the rain starts to push in, and actually out to the east, this is possibly some thunderstorm activity right here. Now, of course, this isn't high resolution. We don't get the high resolution data until about a couple days out. So again, widespread soaking rain likely on Friday, and also the same thing on Saturday, and you can see the rain will start to clear out as we go into Sunday. And the next big thing is going to be long-range warmth. That's the good news. It looks like spring will finally take hold. This goes all the way out until next week. So it looks like spring is finally here, and it's going to arrive. The next 7 days of your fantabulous life, brought to you by Brotherhood Property Maintenance. 73 tomorrow. Oh boy, that's going to feel like spring. There's that thunderstorm potential on Friday, 68, and the temperatures go back down a little bit for the weekend. Again, Sunday, Easter Day looking the better of the 2 days, and temperatures remain into the 60s for early next week. Sports is next. Don't go away.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Hump Day, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. The JCC Jayhawks men's soccer team picked up an athletic commitment for next year. Tommy Harrington, a senior at Warren High School in Pennsylvania, signed his athletic commitment to play for the JCC Jayhawks soccer team on Tuesday. Harrington was a goalie for the Warren Dragons and was on the varsity team all 4 years of high school. Harrington will begin his athletic career as a JCC Jayhawk this fall. This afternoon at 4:30, the Westfield Wolverines varsity baseball team will be hosting a conference game against the Brockton Bulldogs. Westfield has lost 4 in a row, losing their last game 12-2 against the Maple Grove Red Dragons. Brockton, like Westfield, is also coming off of a loss, losing their last game against Falconer 16-2. The New York Yankees took Game 1 of a 2-game home series against the Boston Red Sox, defeating them 8-0 on Tuesday night. Mike Tauchman hit a home run and drove in 4 RBIs for the Yanks. Luke Voigt extended his hitting streak to 27 games. James Paxton pitched 8 innings and struck out a dozen Red Sox players. The Yankees battle the Red Sox again tonight with a 6:35 first pitch. Nathan Eovaldi, a former Yankee, will be on the starting mound for the Red Sox, and for the Yankees, it will be J.A. Happ. The game will be televised on both the Yes Network and on ESPN. That's it for sports today. Justin and Matt, back to you.
Alrighty, Norm, thank you. A life-sized replica of the Randolph Mammoth is returning home to where the original was found 85 years ago. This summer, a replica of the skull and tusks will be on display at the Randolph Free Library. The Columbian mammoth dates back 12,000 years. Researchers dug up the prehistoric animal in May of 1934 when crews were digging a new pond at the state's fish hatchery. Since then, the deteriorating specimen has been kept in storage and curated at the New York State Museum in Albany, and according to the State Museum, the specimen represents the most complete mammoth skeleton ever found here in New York State. Both tusks together weigh about 150 pounds, and the skull weighs about 200 pounds. And when living, the mammoth stood at an estimated 14 feet high at the shoulder, and the replica is planned to be on display on the main floor of the library, just past the circulation desk. An event to welcome the replica and specific dates to see the mammoth will be announced in the future.
Wow, that's really cool to see such a important part of history connected to one of the smaller communities, one of the great communities in our area, and to think that is the largest mammoth replica, mammoth found of this size here in New York State. That's pretty impressive, I would say. So,
well, Dakota, you know about this stuff. Would you consider that impressive?
I don't know anything about it.
Oh, you don't?
He may be a scientist, but he's not an archaeologist.
And that's the problem. Is that like I rely on Dakota so much. That's how much he means to us, everybody.
Yeah,
like,
he does. He means
He
a lot.
usually pulls stuff like Johnny on the spot. So I apologize for putting you on the spot.
Wow.
But no, that'll be a cool thing. We'll keep our feelers out for that, and maybe we'll be able to get some shots of the replica anyways when it's here. So that'll be pretty cool. Dakota, earlier this week the weather was nuts, and then severe, but it was nice, warm wise. Colder and now warmer once again this weekend?
Exactly. That's how the weather goes around here. So let's
like
take
a
a look
roller
at
coaster.
It's been the up down kind of thing. So here's the weekend forecast, because obviously it is Easter weekend. So Saturday looks like it's going to be widespread rain throughout the day, and it's going to possibly be a soaking rain that'll start Friday, lasting through Saturday. Rain showers linger early Sunday, but otherwise it clears out, and both days should be right around average for this time of the year. And hey, 73 degrees tomorrow. Tomorrow is really the pick day. The majority of the day should be dry. Temperatures are made into the 60s early next week. So it looks like spring is finally going to start to set in across the area.
I think we've all probably been waiting for it. I mean, it seems like everyone here in the comments is really happy that spring is here. So awesome.
But snow will probably return in about November. So
don't remind us.
You said there was no 365-day forecast.
Yeah, how do you know that then?
You might get suspended now for that.
Statistically
speaking. All right, cool. Well, hey, Dakota, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's going to do it for us today. We're back tomorrow with our TGITH edition. It's Thursday tomorrow. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com, on our 24-hour streaming network here on the mobile app, Facebook Live, and anywhere that you see WNY News Now. We're there all the time. Have a great day, everyone. Hope you have a good day.